Spider-Noir. Now, if you would have told me that Nicolas Cage would come in and reprise his role because he first came back to us in 2018 with Into the Spider-Verse, which David, you've seen Into the Spider-Verse, right?
Yes, I did not realize Nicolas Cage was in that movie.
Yeah, so he voiced the same character, Spider-Noir, Spider-Man Noir. And
Oh.
yeah, so to see that he is reprising his role in live action with a series coming from Amazon, which Amazon Prime, they deliver, I mean, they're delivering quality stuff. We're just coming off the heels of Fallout. We coming off the heels of The Boys. The Boys season 5 is coming out next month. Holy cow, I cannot wait for that. That's going to be so much fun. But man, this show is going to be a blast. Like with shows like this, you have to kind of know you're getting into it. With like, just kind of know like it's not supposed to be that serious. You're trying not to take it too seriously, but I think you're going to have a great time because Nicolas Cage always delivers just a wild, fun performance, a vibrant performance. David, any Nicolas Cage performances you're familiar with that you really like? Any films or like all that stuff?
Obviously, when he was trying to steal the Declaration of Independence, that was probably the big one. Um,
Yeah.
that I can remember. Um, but he always drives very aggressively. In any film
He
that he's
really
doing,
does all the time.
he really drives aggressively. So seeing that shot of the old, looks like Ford Model T style vehicle from like the 1930s. We're gonna get some intense Nicolas Cage driving scenes.
Right?
That's the real question that we're asking here of all the questions. But no, I saw this trailer and I was floored away by how good it looked in black and white. This screenshot, he was getting wasted. But
Yeah.
I was floored away by how good it looked in black and white and how much that I want to see it in black and white versus color.
Yeah.
Because I think I have heard people talk about turning your phone to black and white is supposed to like limit your use of your phone, and I have done that, and it has. Like, I haven't enjoyed looking at my phone when it's in black and white. But
Wow.
like when I first saw this in black and white, I was like, wow, this looks really cool. And then when I saw the color version, I'm like, man, this is not nearly as cool.
It is interesting. It does change the vibe, which
It
like,
totally does.
when I think of the gimmick, because like sometimes I feel like black and white could be a gimmick because we've talked about Godzilla minus one before. And I remember when they released or they re-released it in theaters with the black and white version. And it's like it was supposed to be so much more special. Yeah, so they did that after they released.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like it was kind of a gimmick just because it's just kind of like a filter, I guess. But I mean, maybe not. I could be totally wrong since I still haven't seen the black and white version of minus
Mhm.
one. But it still seems like with this show, they're they're focusing in on that idea of black and white. Therefore, the certain shot selection, certain Dutch angles in the camera, shots like this, it's just very purposeful capturing the idea of black and white and the noir of it. It's
Yes.
super fitting.
Yeah. This looks really interesting. And like you said, probably not something that people should take too seriously. But if you would have told me that Nicolas Cage was gonna be Spider-Man in a live action TV show, that would have been
I wouldn't believe it.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. But it's happening. And not only is it happening, it looks like a lot of fun. It
Yeah,
looks like a lot of fun.
it really
I'm
does.
excited for this.
Yeah, it's cool because did you know he was gonna play Superman before?
Wait,
He was going to at one point. It wasn't like a lock, but
and James Gunn, Superman?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
This was well before that. Yeah, there
Oh,
was a. I want to say the film was it Death of Superman or something like that. I could be totally wrong, but yeah, he was kind of not supposed to play Superman, but he was in line in a way to play a version of Superman, which we actually
interesting.
did. We did get to see him in the Flash film that came out in 2023. he made an appearance, but it was like a CG version of him, so it wasn't really him. But he does appear as a version of a different Superman in that film, which is
Interesting.
it was wild. It was super cool. But even certain shots like this, you get that Dutch angle, noir style, and it just looks like an absolute blast. The costume looks great. I think the costume fits. Oh God, come on, that's
This is
so
so
cool.
cool.
It's so
It's
cool,
cool. And this is like a live action shot.
right? Live
Like it
action.
but like we were talking about before the show, how it feels it's got a comic style feel to it, which definitely like something like the MCU, they don't feel like comic books. You know, when I watch the movie,
Hmm,
it feels like that's what Into the Spider-Verse was heavily designed to feel like, is like a
absolutely,
comic, a
super
comic.
comic.
But this is kind of a new take on that, but with live action. So
Yeah,
really interesting.
yeah. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Lots of cool shots in this. Lots of cool shots in this, and I was super surprised that they were gonna throw in a shot of him web slinging around freaking New York City during this time period. It's crazy.
I
Now I wouldn't say it's like perfect, and it's I get like with web swinging, there's a very specific physics you kind of have to go about to make it look quote unquote real. But
mhm.
with a show like this, that's probably not going to take itself seriously at all. I think it's totally fine. Like, yeah. What do you say about the web slinging? Did it look anything out of place to you?
I didn't mind it. I know some people are probably gonna dog on it, but
Yeah,
I thought it looked good. I thought it looked really cool. Like, it looks really cool.
it does. You see his full costume there too, because it's towards the beginning of the trailer, you got to see his kind of the startings of his costume where it was just the mask, very reminiscent of lots of Spider-Man movies and shows and all that, lots of superhero, the origin story, but the font looks great. Coming May 27th, Spider-Man Noir. Trying to think if there's anything else. No, I mean, this is gonna be a blast. Again, like I had no idea this because like for the longest time we knew this was coming, and there was like a teaser trailer that came out that kind of got leaked. I think was maybe about 6 months ago or more, and it was weird because like it was quote unquote real trailer, but then Amazon didn't release it themselves. So I was so curious, like, what is this? Is it real? And then
Mhm.
finally we get this confirmation. It's like, oh, I guess it was real because they did take footage from or footage that was similar to that original trailer and implemented it into this as well. But man, again, I cannot believe this is coming. Super fun. Ben Riley. We get Nicolas Cage coming as Spider Noir. Let us know your thoughts, guys. What do you think about that? Should be a pretty fun time.